Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome. I'm making this video today to go over a few things. One second. So I made this channel back in October of last year, October of 2025, right? I didn't post my first video until, less than 2 weeks ago, 12 days ago? That's when I posted my first video, right? I did a Nicki Minaj reading, and then I did a Chris Brown reading. I think it was, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, then Chris Brown, right? Okay. I'm actually a fan of Chris Brown. I love his music, okay? Now, when I did that reading, I was not expecting so many women to come into my comment section arguing with me about what I spoke on in the reading. I was not expecting that at all. Like, I thought I would just do the reading on the topic and then do the reading on Chris Brown and then move on to the next topic, right? Okay, no big deal. Okay, no, there are some women, 2 women that wanted to really argue with me, 2 or 3 women, really, and it could all be the same woman. That's what we're gonna find out today. I don't even know who this is, but this person who was arguing with me revealed some personal information about I think both of his 3 of his children's mothers. Okay, how did that person come across that information? I have no idea. Like, I don't even focus on his baby mamas like that. They just came up in the reading, so I spoke on them, right? So and I'm gonna either I'll probably post some screenshots, or I may attach some screenshots to this video of, that argument, that back and forth. But so basically, and actually to preface this video, it's not my intention to disrespect anyone, okay, unless you disrespect me. Other than that, it's really not my intention to disrespect anyone. I don't hyper focus on the lives of other people because I have a life of my own. The only reason why I'm even making this video is to address the issue that was brought to me or before me, and to just kind of set the record straight, make things clear. Okay. So one woman commented. Okay, one woman had commented something like, and I'm gonna post screenshots, something like, what did she say? Diamond is the only one that got an education out of all of his baby mamas, or something like that, right? Then another woman commented, oh, she just went to, no. Then I responded, oh yeah, I saw she graduated from cosmetology school, how can we book with her, right? Well, let me tell you how I know she graduated from cosmetology school. I saw it on her Instagram. That's the only reason why I know that. Okay, I don't know these people personally. Here comes some other woman in the comment section. Oh, she only did that 6-month course because Chris called her a side chick. What? How do you know that? How do you know that? She's not even going to use that 6-month training certificate Why do you want that book with her? What? Okay. Even the day before that, like I think the day of the reading, somebody and this is how I knew things were gonna get out of hand, because the first day I posted that reading, somebody had commented like, "Why are you?" Somebody had commented, said something, I guess, trying to discredit me, and they commented, "Why are you in the dark?" First of all, I made this channel, right? I've been reading tarot for about what, like since 2019. Okay, that's when I started reading tarot. And I read tarot every day, right? My original set of tarot cards were all bent, and they had a lot of wear and tear on them because I use them every day, right? So I went on Amazon and I ordered a new set of tarot cards and a tripod for this channel, okay? I didn't want to wait for the tripod to come to be delivered to me. You know, I didn't want to wait for the tripod to come in the mail. I wanted to just post the readings that I wanted to do ahead of time, you know, because, you know, that's just what I wanted to do. That's just what I wanted to do, right? So long and behold, my tripod comes in the mail. Cool. I'm using it right now. All right. So that explains why the first 4 or 5 videos on my channel were done in the dark. I did not have a tripod, and I don't feel comfortable showing you all my living room. I don't want to show you all my living room just yet. I'll probably do it later on. I don't want to show you all my bedroom. I need a proper proper angle to film. Like, and I shouldn't even have to explain that. I should not even have to explain that. So, but then also, okay, there's even more tea was spilled in the comment section during this whole ordeal, right? And one other woman, it commented, Nia leaves, I guess his other baby mama, Nia, leaves their child alone for 3 months to go take trips and yada 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 yada. Again, how do you know that? How do you know that unless you know them personally? Was Amika in my comment section under a bot account? Was Nia in my comment section? Was Diamond in my comment section? To be honest, I think it's Amika, because the person that was trying to argue and was being disrespectful was just slandering all the other 2 women and taking up for Amika, and it wasn't even about that. That was not the whole purpose of the reading. I read on his baby mamas because they came out first in the cards, and I read what I saw. And why is it so hard for you guys to believe that? Not all of you guys, because not all y'all, you know, gave me a hard time over this reading. But for him to have 3 baby mamas, why is it so hard for y'all to believe that he may compare the women to each other from time to time? Why is that so hard to believe? Okay, why is it so hard to believe that he may have a favorite? Why would it be so hard to believe that maybe the woman that he really wants to be with is not even a woman that he impregnated? Okay, we're all people, we're all human beings. Life happens. But anyway, so I'm just gonna do this reading to set the record straight. I made a comment. Okay, first of all, let me blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm getting a little too fast there. Let me double back, right? My content, the channel is called Kay's Unfiltered Tarot for a reason. Okay, when I read tarot, I'm gonna read it the same way I'd read it to myself, the same way I'd read it to my loved one, the way I read is the way I read, and I just post it as is. I don't even do any editing, no editing. Okay, all of this is just, you know, pre-recorded and posted. Now later on down the line, I may start doing editing. I may, you know, include an intro and an outro. I may include music, you know, but as for now, this is what it is. Okay, this channel's I've only really been using this channel for what, 12 going on 13 days now. So give me a break. But yeah, like, okay. And then also, right, I guess during the reading, maybe this is what triggered the commenter, but we're gonna find out. During the reading, I had mentioned something about. I think the question I asked was, how does Chris feel about Amika, right? Because she came up in the reading. That's the only reason why I asked, right? Her car fell out, and what I saw, if my recollection serves me right, there's a concern that she takes when she can't get what she wants out of Chris. That's cinnamon. Sorry, I was eating the cinnamon roll before I start a video. Okay, there was a concern that when she can't get what she wants out of Chris, she takes it out on. This reading is alleged for entertainment purposes only, or all this content is alleged for entertainment purposes only. She takes it out on their son. Okay, that's not foreign. You know how many baby mamas do that? A lot of baby mamas do that. That is not so foreign. Okay. But why was it such a trigger? Why was it such a trigger for that particular commenter? And another thing, she says, how can you say that's how I know you're here? How can you say Nia and Diamond are better mothers than Amika? Okay, first of all, I'm not saying anything. I'm reading the tarot from the perspective of those involved. The question was, how does Chris feel about Amika? That's something that came up. It didn't just come out of my behind. Okay, that came up in the cards. But because I guess you didn't see the cards fly out the deck during that reading, you want to use that as an excuse to discredit me when I am not the first tarot reader to post a video with audio only. Okay? Like I said, that was supposed to be just a single, just do the reading, skip to the next person. Do the reading, skip to the next topic. This was not supposed to be this long and drawn out. I shouldn't even have to do this video. Okay, but since people want to come into my comment section acting crazy, here we are. I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to do another reading. And I love Chris Brown. I love him as an artist. I listened to his music all throughout these years since I remember when his Excuse Me Miss video came out. I was sitting on the couch and me and my cousins were dancing to it. So don't do me. Do not do me in the comment section. Don't do me. Do not do me at all. Don't do me dirty in the comment section at all. Still listen to his music. To this day, listen to his music. And yeah, I was stuttering in the first couple videos because I was nervous. Okay, I had a little bit of stage fright, so to speak. In my last video, I was speaking a little bit low, but that's because it was nighttime and I didn't want to disturb my neighbors. So just in case somebody has something to say about that, and I'm also channeling people's energies, guys. Like I feel that. I feel when I'm reading on somebody, I can feel their anger. I can feel their excitement. I can feel their anxiety. I can feel their frustration. So yeah, it may show, or you may hear it, in my speech, hear the emotion in my speech from time to time. It is what it is. Let's just be mature about it. Okay. Now that I got that out the way, let me just, hold on. And tell me why. Okay. Before we even start the reading, right? I only have about, 7 shares on my videos. My theory is that an insider, maybe somebody who knows you know, Mika or whatever, or one of his baby mamas, whatever, like may have shared the video and you know, had a dialogue about it. Or see, either way, whoever it was, somebody was sharing these videos and having a dialogue and discussion about it. Okay. And long and behold, today, you know, I checked Chris Brown's Instagram because I am a fan of his. So, you know, whatever. He's like in my search history. I checked his Instagram. He he posted this like this short clip titled with a caption that goes her, you better not be entertaining other females. And then at the bottom there's this little boy dancing in front of girls. And he posted that like 12 hours ago. So did he come across the reading? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if an insider watched the video. And I don't know. I have no idea. That's why I'm doing this reading, to find out. So yeah, this reading is this reading is alleged for entertainment purposes only. Let's get started. I'm gonna ask some questions. I don't want y'all to see all that. Okay. So, my first question, Spirit. This is gonna set the tone for the whole reading. Is Chris Brown, hold on. Yeah, don't use, okay. Is Chris Brown, is he faithful? Is he okay, no. I'm not even gonna, this is how I'm gonna do it. Let me cover my legs up something. I don't know. Kind of wanna, okay. We're gonna do it this way. From Chris Brown's perspective, wait, sorry, I'm trying to get this right. I'm trying to get my tripod to cooperate. Okay, that's another thing. Somebody in the comment section told me I don't have a tripod. Bitch, I was waiting for my tripod to come in the mail. How you gonna tell me I don't have a tripod? And I posted my tripod in the Will Smith video. What the heck? Anyway, okay, yeah, that's better. So my first question is, and I just moved too, so don't even say anything about the TV being on the floor. I just moved. Okay. Excuse me. Does Chris Brown consider himself to be in a relationship at this time? Does he consider himself to be in a relationship at this time? Spirit, please reveal to me. Man, whoever got in my comment section really trying to argue with me, I'm about to, and I'm an Aries too. Girl, do not, anyway. Okay. Does Chris Brown consider himself to be in a relationship at this time? I'm sorry. I know I'm being a little bit obnoxious, but you guys really, that whoever commented that, like, wanted to argue. I was in training. Before I even read, y'all, I was in training. I was in mandatory training. Freaking this girl, I'm getting notifications on my phone. This person commented, like, while I'm in training. And I was in training for like 8 hours today? All throughout my training, you just commenting. Oh my gosh. That's exactly. And you know what? To whoever did that, whoever tried to eat me up in the comments, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Because now I'm doing this. So let me just calm down, take a sip of water, and we're going to keep going with this video. And you could watch the cards fly out the deck. Shit. Okay, does Chris Brown consider himself to be in a relationship at this time? That's interesting. Let's clarify on the Knight of Cups. Too many. I only take single cards. Let's clarify on the Knight of Cups. That, I'm taking that as a reversal. Page of Coins reverse. The Death card. Ace of Pentacles. I'll get one more card next to the Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups reverse. Okay. No, he doesn't. The answer is no. With Two of Wands, this is telling me that he sees that from his perspective, he has options. Okay. The Three of Cups reverse, this actually refers to affairs, infidelity. It can refer to gossiping. It can refer to women fighting over a man. Okay, which is what you guys just tried to do, what you guys just did in my comment section. So Three of Cups reverse, yeah. He feels like he has options. He knows he has options, and he knows that women fight over him. Does he consider himself to be in a relationship with this Knight of Cups upright? Yes and no. Like, he acknowledges that there's people that, or there's women that he may deal with consistently, like, or women that he may have a history with that he deals with. But with this Page of Coins reverse, this is saying that he's uncommitted. He's uncommitted. And with this Death card, this is saying that, like, there's some women that he deals with, like, he has a lot of one night stands. Like, he may deal with a woman for a night and then get rid of her tomorrow. This Ace of Coins is referring to wealth, like wealth, abundance, and prosperity, right? The Nine of Cups reverse refers to jealousy. So, and also dissatisfaction. So what this is saying to me is that he has he has like one night stands, yeah. But also, like, he acknowledges that, like, he's a wealthy man. Like, he's a wealthy man, you know? Like that song, these blank ain't loyal, you know? So he can pretty much get, like, he has, and he's attractive. He can get a lot of women, you know, with this Ace of Pentacles card here. And he knows that a lot of y'all are mad about that with this Nine of Cups reverse. He knows. He knows y'all are mad about that. Or at least the women that he keeps in rotation. He knows that. So, yeah, that's what it is. And you watch the cards fly out the deck. There. I didn't do it in the dark. Oh, gosh. Okay, next question. I'm going to try not to make this too long and drawn out. What does Chris Brown think about... I'm just going to go in order, okay? What does Chris Brown... How does Chris Brown feel about his first child's mother, Nia Guzman? How does Chris Brown feel about his first child's mother, Nia Guzman? How does Chris Brown feel about his first child's mother, Nia Guzman? She seems to be, well, I'm not even going, we leave my opinions out of it. How does Chris Brown feel about his first child's mother, Nia Guzman? Let's see. Nia Guzman. How does he feel about her? There you are. The World. The Fool. Knight of Coins. Wow. He actually has good feelings about her. He feels like she's successful. I don't know what she does for work. But he does feel like she's successful, and he has like a he's fascinated by her success. He's intrigued by her success. He thinks that like she has a lot going for her, and that's why, you know, okay, obviously he sees other women, but there's a certain like level of loyalty that he has towards Nia. So let me see, what is this success about? Like with this world card here, what is it that she does? Because I don't know what this lady does for a living. Like, why does he perceive her as successful? What is it that she does? Five of Swords. Okay. Sorry. You'll understand why I said that a bit. Oh wow, she's got money. Okay, that's why. Okay. Was this supposed to come out in the upright or reverse, Spirit? The reverse. Okay. So the Magician reverse actually, I'm gonna keep that out. He perceives her as successful because, let's dial it back. Five of Swords, this is Chris. Five of Swords, now y'all can Google this. Five of Swords, this can, you know, speak on someone who's competitive, someone that is aggressive, someone that is physically aggressive, and someone that has vengeful tendencies if you piss them off. So Five of Swords is Chris. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if like he again like put hands on Nia at some point. I'm not condoning DV at all. It's not a good thing. It's actually really common. So, you know, it is, I don't want to say it is what it is, but it's just there. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles is pretty much obvious. You know, it's obvious. She has her own money. I don't know what she does for work. I'm not even going to hyper focus and fixate on what it is that she does for work, but she holds her own. Okay, this Nine of Coins reverse, this speaks on someone who's financially dependent. So there may be people that depend on her, you know, financially. You know, she's not just like with Chris to just, you know, or she didn't. No, we're not even gonna go there. She has her own. She got her own. She don't need mine. She say leave mine alone. There ain't nothing that then a girl don't need me. She got her own. The Magician reverse, this is, it's to the point where like she's so set like financially, you know, and she's so independent that like she's the rich man in any relationship that she's in. You know, she's the rich man. She's not looking for a rich man. She is the rich man. You know, people would depend on her financially. Other men can depend on her financially. And he knows this too. Chris knows this. He knows this. Okay. Let's clarify on the Fool. What makes him so intrigued by her? What makes him so intrigued by her? Too many cards came out. Hold on. The Fool. Ace of Swords reverse, okay. Two of Cups. Oh wow. Four of Cups. Oh wow. They share love with one another. They love each other. But this Ace of Swords reverse refers to uncommitment. That's Chris, okay. Well, is it Chris? If it's Chris, Spirit, can you give me an upright? If it's Nia, can you give me a reversal? It's Chris. Okay. Yeah, it's let me do that one more time for the camera. If Because Chris can't... Wait. That's Chris. I'm not even going to take it one more time. That's Chris. I'll just go with my first mind instead of... I'm just going to keep... Anyway, ignore that, okay? I know it's Chris. With the Ace of Swords reverse. Yeah, so he's uncommitted. But, you know, and... Like, obviously, it's no secret. He's uncommitted. This Four of Cups reverse, this is referring to somebody who was able to forgive. Two of Cups, this is the love share between the both of them. So this is saying, like, she's not a bitter baby mama. Like, she knows he sees other women. It is what it is. She's forgiven him, you know, for his prior infidelities, and they move forward like that. You know, it's just, that's why he really is genuinely happy to be around her, because they have a good understanding. You know, and they even with the Fool card, they may even joke around with one another. Like when they get around each other, they may laugh a lot. They may, you know, play games. They may play fight. They have a nice, like a really good, I would say a good friendship, you know, which is why he's so intrigued by her. Okay, let's clarify on the Knight of Coins. Like, what sense of loyalty does he and you know what? He may also give her money too. With this Knight of Coins here, he may give her money. Let's clarify on this Knight of Coins. What is this Knight of Coins about, Spirit? The High Priestess reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. See how these two women just flew out today? Wow. Okay. They just flew out today. Well, this High Priestess reverse is here. This Queen of Cups reverse. Okay. High Priestess reverse, this can refer to a woman that's like out of touch with like reality, out of touch with her intuition. A woman that may be prone to like sudden like outbursts, like a woman in like off kilter, right? Queen of Cups reversed, again, this is an emotionally unstable woman. Knight of Wands reverse. This is like, that's like, hold on. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands reverse. Wheel of Fortune. That's 15. Five of Coins. The Devil. See, major change, Wheel of Fortune, major change. Five of Coins, this can refer to like poverty or homelessness. Even sickness. The Devil, this is some type of like toxic attachment. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. He gives money to multiple women. So, Knight of Wands reverse, that's like unfinished business. That's like having to deal with someone. Having to deal with these two women, giving these two women money, having to deal with these two women because Wheel of Fortune, ability to change one's circumstances, right? Five of Coins, this is like poverty. The Devil, toxic attachment. He has to, okay, he has to give them money because if they don't, like if he does, he doesn't want to see any of his child's mothers like without. He doesn't. And for some of them, like Nia, she has her own money. But for these other two women, they may not have like they may not have it, you know what I mean? Like they may not have their own means of making their own money or a substantial amount of money on their own without the help of Chris. Which, I mean, it's not really a big shocker because I think most of these women, don't all of these women live in California? I'm from California. Don't all these women live in California? California's expensive. Okay, so it is what it is. So that's Nia. That's how Chris feels about Nia, allegedly. Let's do, I'm gonna go in the order. How does Chris feel about who's the second one? Is it Diamond? Is Diamond the second one? Or is it Amika? I don't know which one's the second one. Let's just go with Diamond. How does Chris feel about Diamond? How does Chris feel about Diamond Brown? How does Chris Maurice Brown feel about, is his middle name Maurice? I think it is, right? How does Chris Maurice Brown feel about Diamond Brown? That Queen of Wands flew out the deck. But I don't have a good feel. I don't think that was supposed to come out, to be honest. I think I just didn't have a good grip. Okay, let's see. Didn't have a good grip on the cards. Let's see. How does Chris Maurice Brown feel about Diamond Brown? Or actually, shoot. My bad. Sorry. Maybe that was meant to come out. It'll come out again if it was supposed to. How does Chris Maurice Brown feel about Diamond Brown? Ten of Swords. Okay. Look at that. Eight of Swords reverse came out. The Tower. Wow. Did they get into it recently? Did they have an argument recently? Like, because this is saying... Child. I'll have to take a bite really quick because I gotta power up to read this. Let me see. Sorry, I'm loud. I eat kind of loud just naturally, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Ten of Swords here. We're going to clarify on this. It's possible that Diamond may have stabbed him in the back, or he stabbed her in the back. Right? Eight of Swords verse, this speaks on like someone who is keeping themselves in a situation they know they should get out of. Someone who is like tormenting or I don't know what keywords I can and cannot say on YouTube yet. I'll look it up later. But this speaks on somebody that is like the suffering that this person is experiencing is self-inflicted. This Tower can speak on fights, breakups, all kinds of stuff. So they may have actually had some type of like argument recently. Let me clarify on this Ten of Swords reverse. Before I even start this, because this is something like Spirit is like literally I'm seeing it in my mind and I'm hearing it in my ears. Chris is not a fool. Like, he's not a fool. I know a lot of these women, some of these women that get with him or they prey on him thinking that like they're just gonna simply like rely on their beauty to woo him, and that's not entirely how that works, you know, for him. It's just not. Like, he's able to see the truth in every situation. He knows the truth, you know, which is why like these are all his feelings towards her right now. This is how he feels about her. I'm reading on how he feels about her, and one thing that came up is that he feels that like her again, like a lot of her suffering is self-inflicted, you know. So anyway, that's just that. Let's clarify on the Ten of Swords here and see what happened. What was the betrayal? There goes another woman right there. Queen of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to leave that out. Four of Wands reverse. Let's see. Is this Ten of Pentacles? Is this Ten of Pentacles? Is it Chris? Let's clarify on this Ten of Pentacles. What is this Ten of Pentacles? What is this? So many cards flying out the deck. Redo it. Let's clarify on Ten of Coins. What is this Ten of Pentacles? Let's see. Seven of Wands reverse. Submission. Wait, so many cards fell out. The Moon reverse. Nine of Wands. Wow. Okay, Four of Wands reverse. Oof. Sorry. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of energy in those cards. I don't know why I just blanked out for a second. Four of Wands reverse. Hierophant reverse. Two of Wands. Page of Cups reverse. Oh no. Okay, Queen of Cups, and then I'm gonna read it all together. Really, Queen of Cups. Let's clarify on this. Queen of Cups. Oh no, Four of Cups reverse. Okay. Five of Coins. Two of Pentacles reverse. Okay. Well, okay. Is this two of the, okay? Is this Queen of Cups? I wish I had my pendulum on me. I'm gonna get another pendulum. Is this Queen of Cups? Diamond. If it is diamond, can you give me an upright, Spirit? Okay, yeah, it is diamond. So, okay. They had some type of falling out. Where he felt betrayed by her, actually. This Queen of Cups is on diamond. This is saying that Four of Cups reverse, speaking on forgiveness. This Five of Coins is like poverty. Two of Pentacles reverse, that's like someone who's losing a lot of money or spending a lot of money or mismanaging their finances. So, okay. What I'm seeing is that they had a falling out because Chris felt like he betrayed her. And the thing about it is, you know, with Diamond, she forgave a lot of Chris. I mean, she forgave a lot of Chris. She forgave Chris for a lot of things that he has done. Is, you know, as far as like cheating and all that, right? Even though he doesn't consider himself to be in a relationship, okay, but she's kind of coped with, let's use that word instead of forgive. She's tried to cope with the fact that, I can't even say try to cope. Let's just say she tried to look past the fact that he does what he does. He deals with multiple women. But she really did that for the sake of, like, she has to play the game, so to speak, because remember I told you guys what we saw, you know, in the last, you know, the first part of the reading. He gives these women money, all except Nia doesn't really need his money, but the other two women, Diamond and Amika, he gives them money, right? So Diamond felt like she had to kind of like put up with a lot of the things that he was doing, you know, because if she doesn't, then her money's just gonna, like, she's gonna lose her money, basically. He's not gonna do certain things for her that he would do. How, okay, let me ask this before we even continue to read. How would him, okay, if, Spirit, if he stopped, because they have a child, the thing is they have a child together, right? So I would think that he would want to continue to, how would Chris be able to cut off financial support? Or how would Chris be able to stop supporting Diamond financially without impeding on his son's ability to be supported financially? How would he do that? I mean, why did I say they have a daughter? Sorry, they don't have a daughter. They don't have a son. They have a daughter. How would he do that? How would he stop giving her money without being able to, without impeding upon his ability to financially support his daughter? Nine of Swords, mental devastation. Hangman, that's like being left in limbo, but that's also transformation. Page of Coins reverse, infidelity. One moment, please. I'm reading this. He would, this is what he would do. Okay. Nine of Swords here, like, he does have it in him to, like, to not support, like, he could cut her off financially. He could cut her personally off financially. And if he did, this would bring her, like, a great amount of devastation. But he would do this by no longer giving her the power or ability to spend money the way that she would want to spend money, with her being like the Hangman here, which speaks on being in limbo, like being powerless to a situation, but it can also speak on transformation. So, like, let's say he may only buy things for their daughter, or he would have a way to, like, make sure that only his daughter would get what she needed. He wouldn't leave any extra out for Diamond to spend, like how she chooses to spend it. You know what I'm saying? And he's still, like I said, still disloyal, but she wouldn't have like a steady source of income to rely on from him every month. If he did decide to, like, cut her off financially, he would just make sure that all of anything, that his daughter just had everything that she needed, you know. But hold on, I just want to confirm something real quick. But he would still, like, he would make sure that the daughter was okay, right? Financially, he would make sure that the daughter was okay. King of Coins, yeah, duh. He's a King of Coins. Page of Swords, yeah. This Page of Swords came out in upright. Yeah, he would make sure that yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%, 110%. This is saying, like, he's good with his money. Like, obviously he's rich, you know, he's good with his money. he would make sure with his Page of Swords here, it's like he would make sure that Page of Swords is like, that's like observation, like creative thinking, like planning. Like the Emperor is like, there's again, that speaks on fatherhood. Like he would make sure that she had everything that she needed. He would use his financial status to ensure that all of her needs are met, you know. Any or needs or wants are met, you know. Yeah. Okay. Page of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Swords. That's like keeping tabs on what it is that she needs or wants. Like Page of Swords, like planning. Yeah, like he would make a, like, let's say, I don't know, like he may have Diamond, like, okay, what is, you know, he may say, well, what does she need, you know? Okay, she needs this and this and that. All right, I'll send it to you. There you go. Like that type of thing, you know. Like keeping track of like her needs or wants, and like using his financial status to back that. Using his financial status to back his fatherhood. Okay. Whew, child. 10 of Coins here. Okay, 10 of Coins. Okay. 10 of Coins, again, speaking on riches, family legacy, all of that. Even though he's not committed to like his child's mothers and stuff like that, he's still very much so big on making sure that his kids are well taken care of. He's big on that. Like he prides himself on that. And 7 of Wands versus speaking on like submission. The Moon reverse, this is like secrets revealed. The 9 of Wands is like a precursor to something else, or something that's like ongoing. So this is pretty much saying, although Diamond in the beginning like forgave him, so to speak, you know, or tried to like forgive him, so many messages are coming to me. Tried to forgive him, so to speak, for the sake of, you know, not falling off the bandwagon into poverty. She still exposed him. Even though she was playing the game of being submissive, there's something that she exposed here about him. But when she did it, it's like when she did it, she didn't really factor in like the consequences of doing that. Like she just thought, okay, you know, like it wouldn't be a big thing. Like she said what she said, she did what she did, you know, they'll be able to move forward like that so long as she cooperates in other areas. No, it did, for him it doesn't work like that. What did she expose? Trying to fit. Oh wait, hold on. Then something else. Somebody else came into the comment section. By the way, somebody else came into the comment section talking about Amika was in art school. No. What? Yeah, Amika was in art school when he cheated on Diamond. Wait, what? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to like figure out what this freaking person said. Again, I'll list the screenshots. I'll either post the screenshots on my page or I'll attach it to the end of the video. Someone in the comment section said, Amika was in art and photography school when Chris cheated on her with Diamond or something like that. Again, how do you know this girl was in art and photography school? How do you know that? Okay. Either way it goes, somebody exposed some information, you know, and it could be something else. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what information was exposed? What information was exposed with this moon reverse? Two of Swords here is like Chariot. There was some type of conversation had about hold on, Chariot. Is this what I think it is? Star reverse. Oh shoot. The Knight of Coins. Ten of Cups reverse. Okay, it's a few things. So she had exposed some information. What I'm saying here is regarding his intimate life, like regarding like who he was, like who he was sleeping with, who he wasn't sleeping with. And like she said things that really could have, I don't want to say like damaged his reputation, but yeah, damaged reputation. Like that could have damaged his reputation with the Knight of Coins here being information given. Not only would it have damaged his reputation, but it would have negatively impacted his ability to like co-parent, even though he of course he wants to take care of his child, but it would have caused, look, this is the best way I can put it. I've seen there like no, I'm not gonna say that. Even though, like I said, even though he's uncommitted, right, he still wants his family to be, or his families to be in order. So yeah, it's like she revealed information that could have damaged his reputation, and could have resulted in like or it could have prevented him from keeping his family in order, basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, the Chariot is here. It's like this could be like somebody he was sleeping with, or somebody he was sleeping with, or like what else with this Chariot here? What did she reveal? What else did she reveal? Knight of Wands. Like his whereabouts. Oh shit. Like, ooh, sorry. Shoot. I meant to say shoot. Like his whereabouts. Like she revealed like places that he goes to. And she did this like, she could have did this over the phone as well. Like she could have like made a I don't know, like a comment about like places that he goes to, or like she spoke on like his moves, where it is that he goes, and said things that like really could have like again affected his ability to like raise one of his families. Six of Swords reverse. She probably like spilled the tea on. And it's so funny because also there was another comment that said something about Nia his first baby mama takes trips to Houston or something like that to sleep with him and another man, or him and another woman, him and Jada, she said. I don't know if she meant Jaden or Jada. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot of stuff that this person said. But yeah, he was like you expose my movements. You expose where I go. I think someone in that comment section may have actually been an insider. For real. I actually do. I think so. But he didn't like that. He didn't like that. She exposed his moves. Like, he really didn't like that. And also I think they had a phone call about this too. Her being the Two of Swords, like when he confronted her about this issue, he made it, or she made it seem like, okay, basically this is what happened. She exposed some information about him. He found out about it, and like he called her and they got on the phone, and he was like, her disposition was like, guarded, like her emotions were blocked, like she was acting like she didn't really care, you know, about what he was saying. But he was like, no, like, why are you you know, sharing my whereabouts with other people? Why are you speaking on this, speaking on that? You're gonna cause problems, you know, for my other family. Like, you know, so she must have said something about another one of his baby mamas, him and another one of his baby mamas, and they did have a conversation about it over the phone. Oh gosh, this is a lot. Okay, 4 wands reverses here. These are cards we already clarified on them. I'll just kind of clean this up so we have some more space here. Okay, this was the clarification for the 4 wands reverse. 4 wands reverse. He may try to distance himself from her, physically distance himself from her for a minute. He is going to be, you know, somewhat like of a, like kind of like of a tyrant towards her. Hierophant reverse speaks on abuse of power, and I feel it. I feel her sadness right now. He's gonna show her that he has options. He's gonna show her that he's in control, and he's gonna show her that this is gonna sound, I gotta just kind of like say that, I'm just gonna say it how I hear it. He's gonna show her that she's like disposable in a way. That's sad. I mean, of course, yeah, he's gonna take care of his kid and all that, or his baby. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, guys. I didn't mean to say it like that. Honest to God, I did not. But yeah, he's gonna show her that. See, because loyalty is everything. Like, you have to think, like, these women, they're not celebrities. These women that he impregnated, they're not really celebrities, you know, or if they do have any attention, it's because, you know, he gave them the spotlight. So they may know a lot of personal, you know, things about him. And it's like, from his perspective, I'm literally seeing him going like, he can't afford to have certain information. Like, he can't afford another major scandal. He cannot afford that. You know, he can't. So her exposing information with him about him was the most ultimate form of betrayal. You know, it was the most like ultimate form of betrayal for him. Hold on, I want to see something. Did she okay. Why did she expose this information about him? Gosh, Father One. It was malicious of her to do that. Oh, child. Oh my gosh, honey, child. That's messed up. That is so messed up. That's grimy. Yeah, this is saying that like, she did it to create problems. She did it to get people like to gossip. She did it to get people to like gossip about him. She did it as a form of retaliation. Why did she want to retaliate though? Like, why did she want to do this to him? Why? Strength card upright. That's another woman. 6 of Wands upright. Knight of Wands. Because there's another woman that he's seeing. Strength card, this is another woman, but this is a woman, this is like a woman that has like a good head on her shoulders. confident, lots of willpower here. Six of Wands, that would be him. That speaks on like someone who has fame, recognition, and stardom. Knight of Wands, again, this is traveling. Like he was seeing another woman, or like making trips to see another woman, so she exposed some information out about him out of like anger, to get people to gossip about him. Oh my gosh, I need to take another bite. Shoot, this is a lot. This got me stress eating. This has me stress. This has me stress eating. Okay. Okay. Let's clarify on this Eight of Swords reverse. I wonder if he feels like she did this to herself. No wonder he feels like that. Let's go on the Eight of Swords reverse. This reading is gonna be a little bit long. I may have to just like make a part 2, because this reading is already what, like an hour and 6 minutes long. I'm gonna stop right there. In the recording there, record the second part right now.